think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
The camera cuts. Dead silence. No claps. No laughs. Not even the sound of a card shuffle. Just Whoopi Goldberg. Eyes darting, lips trembling, gripping the table like it's the only thing keeping her upright. But this isn't studio pressure. This isn't a bad read off the teleprompter. This is courtroom pressure. She's not on The View anymore. No sassy jabs, no clever laughs to deflect. Now, she's the target. Why? Karoline Leavitt, a rising conservative firebrand. She didn't just tweet her outrage. He lawyered up and filed a lawsuit, dragged Whoopi in with brutal receipts. What started as just another spicy segment just turned into a full-blown legal war.
I respect everything everyone is saying to me, and I don't want to fake apologize. I'm very upset about that people are misunderstood what I was saying.
Subpoenas flying, statements dropping. No more banter, just breakdowns. Gone is the sharp-tongued host. In her place, a woman unraveling under real heat. This isn't gossip anymore. It's history in the making. It all started like any other chaotic day on The View. Bold co-hosts, a controversial guest, and way too many slick insults disguised as conversation. But this guest wasn't here to play along. She wasn't just another face spinning through the hot seat. It was Karoline Leavitt, and the shade came lightning fast. No warm-up, no fake smiles, just cold, calculated digs right out the gate. Joy Behar led the charge, mocking Karoline's political rise like it was nothing but a byproduct of a pretty face and some flattering lighting. She tossed the jab with a laugh like it was just another viral clip waiting to happen. Then Whoopi jumped in, eye rolling so hard it could have cracked the table. She waved off Karoline's entire career as if it was born from a hashtag and handed over by the algorithm. And of course, Sunny chimed in, sliding in her signature shade, calling Karoline's climb nothing but white privilege and designer heels. As if she strutted into Capitol Hill straight from a fashion blog. This wasn't a talk show moment. This was a spark, and now the fire's raging in court.
It's not good for anyone, and it's not good for poor folks. It is not good for y'all because you become slave fodder. It's not a good thing. It's not good for women because you are now being told and dictated to, and you can't say anything because they, throw you in a jail or whatever. People got very, very, very angry and still are angry. I mean, I'm getting, all of the mail from folks and the very real anger because people feel very differently.
The audience laughed like it was comedy night. Claps, cackles, smug grins all around. Total high school lunchroom vibes. But Karoline? She didn't flinch. No yelling, no walk off. Just calm, focused, and taking mental notes. Then, boom. Days later, legal papers hit ABC's front door. No warning, no tweets, just pure legal smoke. Defamation, malicious intent, career sabotage. This wasn't a tweet back. It was a full-blown legal counterstrike. What started as TV drama is now a real courtroom battle. And Karoline? She's not just defending her name. She's making a statement. No social media rants, no press tours, just silence, strategy, and receipts. Now, Whoopi? She's not steering the convo anymore. She's the one on the hot seat.
If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
A legal earthquake. $800 million. No, that's not a typo. This wasn't petty revenge. It was full-out war. Karoline didn't just go after Whoopi. She named everyone at that table. Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, even ABC the accusations. Brutal. She didn't just claim her feelings were hurt. She accused them of a coordinated media takedown, character assassination, and slander aimed at destroying her on a national stage. And the goal? To send a clear message: conservatives aren't welcome. But Karoline didn't play the victim. She marched in like a warrior. Her legal team's first statement? A grenade. This wasn't about politics. It was about accountability. No woman should be publicly humiliated for thinking differently. The narrative flipped. What started as a lawsuit turned into a cultural movement. A defamation case became a declaration. Now, everyone's watching. Fast forward to this week, the courtroom packed, the air thick with tension. No cameras allowed, but the reports were everywhere. The scene? Wild.
They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him, they have shamed him, they have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. They just paid $15 million to President Trump's future library. That's a great thing for the American people.
Whoopi Goldberg, who raised a few eyebrows using the Bible to support the idea of kids getting gender change surgeries. Take a look.
This is a party that says we believe in parents' rights. You're telling me that as a parent, I'm not smart enough to decide if my child and I need to have gender affirming. Our doctors are not involved. What is going? So I can't decide what my kid reads. I can't decide. For my child, what my child says is going on. You're telling me your beliefs, and they keep saying it, and I keep saying, what Bible are you reading? Because God was really clear. Very clear.
Whoopi showed up trying to play it cool. Oversized black shades, lips tight, poker face so stiff it looked sculpted. But that mask cracked the moment Karoline's legal team fired up their opening arguments. The room shifted. Eyewitnesses say Whoopi flinched when the first video clip played. The clip? Brutal. Her on The View mocking Karoline's intelligence, mimicking her accent, tossing cheek digs about her appearance like it was all part of the script. One clip after another, raw, uncut footage. What once seemed like banter now looked cold, calculated, and downright cruel. It hadn't aged well. Then came the gut punch. Emails, text messages, internal memos. One text allegedly read, "Let her squirm on air. We need the spike." Another from a senior staffer joked about how pushing Karoline would blow up the segment. Ratings over respect. Cold, chilling. That's when it happened. Sources say Whoopi leaned over to her attorney, whispered something, and then slowly dropped her face into her hands. Silence. No cameras, no lights, just tension. She stayed like that, shoulders stiff, hands covering what looked like regret. When she returned after the recess, she was a different woman. Eyes watery, makeup smudged, hands trembling slightly. This wasn't the fierce, unbothered Whoopi. This was someone rattled. The queen of clapbacks was now facing the fallout of her own words, and the trial had just begun.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.